Welcome to the replay. Let me switch the camera around. I wish it would just start working. I know yesterday you guys were saying that you weren't getting notifications. Nice. Sweet. Hey, Michelle. Michelle and Michelle. Gail. Hey, you guys. Hey, Jace. Hi. Hey. Okay, do me a favor. Sure did. Nice. He just scoped a few minutes ago. Only a couple of viewers. Hey, you know what? A couple of viewers is better than was just craving an Edie scope. Aww. Having a couple is better than none. Getting to wonder if you were okay. I know. So this is the deal. On Tuesdays, I have a wonderful woman who comes, a wonderful friend who comes. Thanks for inviting people. This is a great time to do that, you guys. On Tuesdays, I have a wonderful woman friend who comes and helps me with the house. When I started to do a little bit be successful with my business, I told me that I was going to treat myself with someone to come and help me clean the house when I can afford it. And so that was the first thing I did for me. And so she has been with me now for a little over a year, and I love her. Hey lady, you want to start working out, and you should, Heather, you should. Come on, get on that treadmill. Hey. So, today I want to talk about something. So it came up in conversation last night that some people may be thinking that my train your brain stuff was hooey-pooey, and that some of the things that I was expressing and some of the things that I was teaching and sharing were a little out of realm. They were kind of potentially, hang on, just bear with me. That some of this stuff could potentially be viewed as cultish or non-faith driven. So I guess I want to make some clarifications today, okay? And it's a good thing, so don't think it's a bad thing. It's a good thing. The training that we do is based on this book, Train Your Brain by Dana Wilde. I was one of those people that felt that don't drink the purple Kool-Aid. I was one of those people that kind of felt that her approach could be considered hooey-pooey, and I used to use that word a lot with her at the very beginning when I first met her about 5 years ago. I was open to it, but I was skeptical that, and you know what, this kind of goes along with the fact, hooey-pooey, right? This kind of goes along with the fact that there are people out there that think the movie The Secret is very cultish. So I guess what I want to explain is that my teachings, my sharing, Dana's teaching, the teachings from The Secret are non-denominational, meaning that all faiths, all walks of life, everybody that is in this universe of ours, and whether you believe that the universe was created by God, or whether you believe that it was evolution, it doesn't matter, but that you can utilize your faith, your beliefs, into this technique, into this understanding, and apply it in your lives, okay? And one of the things that the book has, that the CDs didn't start off with, I don't remember. Yes, The Secret is amazing, and I'm going to talk about that a little bit today too. So I'm really excited about today's talk, to be honest with you, because it generated a lot of thoughts last night when I was talking to my friend, and I thought, you know what, this is a great opportunity for me to come out and talk about some of these things that make other people uncomfortable. So in her book, she starts off by, and we're going to see if I can read and walk at the same time. She talks about an HBO documentary called America Undercover. It was a series, and it was about DID, which is dissociative identity disorder. And so she goes into talking about Barb, who has a personality of an adult and a personality of a child, and that when she is in the personality of an adult, she needs glasses to read, but as soon as she switches over to her child identity, she needs to remove her glasses because she has 20/20 vision. It has been proven and documented that in multiple personality disorders, that one personality has a scar, and as soon as they switch over to another personality, the scar disappears. Documented, okay? So this is something that is real. This is not hooey-pooey. It sounds it, but it's real. It's been documented. It's something that they have studied for many, many years. And so her teachings, Dana's teachings, and now mine, are based on factual, documented scenarios. And that the study of the brain and the pieces of it that I have been sharing with you, such as the reticular activating system or the cycle of perpetual sameness, those are all studies that have been done, hey Eric, that have been done on humans to figure out how brain functions work, how they function. And so I want to make sure that you guys understand that this is not faith-driven, but it certainly can be inserted there, right? And that it does not demote religious beliefs. It does not demote any belief whatsoever. It's based on studies and factual documentation. So I guess I wanted to make sure I got that out there because I need you to understand that this is not something that is not tried and true. It's something that actually works. I've seen it manifest itself in my life. And when I use the word manifest, see that, and I think it's the words, mantra, manifest. People associate those words with witchcraft, cults, tarot cards. That was a comment that was made the other day. Tarot card readings, that type of thing. And that's not the case. If you look those words up in a dictionary, you'll see that manifestation is a word that says to bring about. And mantra is a statement of practiced belief. So when you are saying a mantra or an affirmation is no different than a mantra. Manifestation is no different than making it happen. Right? So I just want to make sure that you guys, and I lost a bunch of people, so hopefully I didn't lose you because of that topic. Maybe we should share again and have some people come back in. So what do you guys think? What are your thoughts on this? Anybody want to share their thoughts on what I just said? Thank you for sharing. Hey, Holly. You love it? Good. Toughen Boots. Thank you for coming. Okay. So I want to make sure that you understand that this is not faith-driven, but it's not faith-excluding. You're going to have to watch the replay because I'm not explaining that one again. I was explaining how, I'm not going to go through it again, but I was explaining how in some people's eyes, what I've been training about Train Your Brain. That's awesome. I've attended several times and I think there are some good points there. Yes. People don't like things that they don't understand. I love what you have been saying. Okay, so you're absolutely right. And I think when people have been doing a certain way, it's a great book. It is a great book. Yeah, and I think, yeah, they don't know the definition. You're right. They probably don't know the definition. Affirmation is to affirm something, to make you believe. Mantra is the repetition of the same thing. So it's no different. Yeah. So anyway, I just want to make sure that that's clear. I want to make sure that you understand something about The Secret as well. When I first started watching The Secret, I understood it because at that point in time I was not fully faith-based myself. All is good, you're doing great, I totally agree. Psych nurse by trade, learning how important affirmations are. Good. So when I first started watching The Secret, like I said, I was open to it because I wasn't so much faith-based myself. And so when they referred to the universe and they referred to putting your thoughts out into the universe, if you've not watched that movie, it's a good movie to watch, by the way. I was good with it. And then I ran into someone who said that they thought that it was a mockery of their religious faith. And I looked at them and I said, you know what? If I were to replace the word universe every time they use it in The Secret with the word God, and I'm not saying that as disrespect, if I used the word God instead of universe, those things would all make sense in a faith-based point of view. Because it's no different. If you give God your thoughts and you say, here, this is what I really want in life, and he says, okay, here you go. That is no different than saying, here, universe, this is what I want in life, and the universe comes back and says, okay, here you go. So, how you interpret it, and the perspective that you put on it, right, which perspective is our word, yeah, I believe that, and not everybody does, I guess, I don't know. God created the universe, so it can't be the same, so that's how they're seeing it. Netflix, yes, do that. Watch The Secret. So, now, I do want to tell you one thing about The Secret. It's missing a key important part. And so you're going to know that if you start searching for The Secret, there's going to be, I don't even know if it was a released movie, but it's the secret that you didn't know about The Secret. Good, good. Hey, Kimmy. Good, I'm glad. Okay. So I think for the most part, all of us are on the same page. But there could potentially be people that drop in that are not. And so it's our job to make them feel comfortable and make them feel wanted and aware that we are open to all things here, right? So with The Secret talks about a lot of what Dana talks about, and that's the fact that thoughts become things. Okay, that's their main objective in that movie, is thoughts become things. So if you think about it, then it will happen. It will manifest itself in your life. And so The Secret is that our thoughts have so much power over what happens in our everyday lives that based on what you focus on, what you give energy to, right? What you focus on is what you're giving energy to. That is what's going to manifest itself in your life. The piece that they're missing, and we talked about this yesterday, is the cycle of perpetual sameness says that your thought plus emotion attached to the thought will become the belief. And that's what will manifest itself in your universe, in your world. So the piece that they're missing in The Secret is that in order for it to actually get fed and be fueled, you have to add emotion to the thought. Because that's where the energy ideally comes from, is your emotion. So just keep that in mind when you're watching The Secret. And know that as you're projecting these thoughts and as you're thinking about things and as you're changing your mindset and as you're being more aware of your surroundings, blue glass, feathers, and roses, that you will need to add emotion to that thought. You know, like we talked yesterday, if you want to go to Hawaii, then you can think about going to Hawaii all you want. You can think about it and think about it and think about it. Actually, you periscopers and I were not the ones talking about this. This was the conversation that I had last night on the phone, so sorry for that. But if you want to go to Hawaii, in the secret it'll say, well, just keep thinking about Hawaii. Keep thinking about being in Hawaii. Keep thinking about Hawaii. Okay? And I will add that you need to picture yourself with your closed eyes, sitting in a lawn chair or a beach chair on the beach, close enough to the water where your feet are actually in the sand, and you can feel the water rolling over the top of your feet, but at the same time you can feel the sand seeping up between your toes. Now there's going to be an emotion that attaches itself to that thought, right? Because now you've actually got feeling involved, and you've got probably some calm, relaxation involved, happy feelings because of the water over your toes. Okay? And so the more you think about that, and the more you visualize that scene and that feeling of being on the beach, the more it will present itself in your life. And because what happens is your energy is now going to line up with what needs to happen to get you to Hawaii. Right? So does that make sense? So some of you are coming and going. I don't know if you guys got dropped or if you're going to other scopes, that's fine. But we are down to 14 people, which is always so sad to see the number go down. But I'm just really glad that you guys came, spent some time with me today. Had to check the time. Okay. Hey girl, how you doing on my shirts? Michelle. Yes, and I came in late, but awesome. Okay. So, I guess I want to make sure that you all understand that this method of thought process and emotional attachment is something that our brain works for all the time. Be happy. The ones that are meant to be here are. You're right. You are absolutely correct. Totally believe that. Whew. So, I am obviously not going to get into another Nikki's here. I'm here, but going to have to watch replay, though, at work and keep getting interrupted. Okay, that's fine. I like the fact that you guys watch my replays, too. Yay! My kids are coming this weekend. I am so excited. So this room is going to be occupied-o. So I probably won't be doing any scopes while they're here. So that's going to be Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. Only because, I don't know. I don't want to interrupt on their privacy down here, maybe. My son and her husband and my grandson are all coming. And, yay, thank you. So I'm going to take Friday, Saturday, and Sunday off from Chatmill. Not that I won't be walking, because she actually probably is going to bring her, exactly. Family time is very important. I think she's going to be bringing her workout CDs. And she's probably going to want me to do them with her. God forbid. Oh, so who's got chocolate hearts today? Chocolate and blue. Are those purple or blue? Ha! Fun, right? I don't know how fun that's going to be. As long as nobody's watching. Look at all the colorful hearts. Holly's got the chocolate hearts today. Heather Dealey, I think you've joined us 700 times. Do you keep getting booted out? Mwah. I just hope that I'm losing weight from doing this. Gosh. At least I know it's good for me. C.R. Blackard, welcome. Sorry, yes, I'm driving. Ooh, you should not be driving and watching scopes at the same time. That is dangerous. Girlfriend, stop it. I can't wait to do your call. Aw, thank you, Laura. Not watching, listening. Okay, just don't be watching me. If I make funny faces, you gonna watch then? Don't you dare get into an accident. Good Lord. Yay! So how long have we been on? I haven't done quite a mile yet, and I think it's because I'm going too slow. 20 minutes. I'm going to crank this bad boy up a little bit. Hey, Joy, maybe I'll just go hang out with you guys now because the message that I gave was at the beginning of this scope, so you're going to want to watch the replay. And guys, I do catch.me/EdieAnne. So any periscopes that I do are being recorded to catch.me. And you can go see any of my periscopes because they get saved there. So if you go to catch.me/EdieAnne, someone wants to type that in the chat, that would be awesome. But you can see all of my past scopes. So if you missed any, maybe like the roses and feathers and blue glass, you can go and watch those. So yeah, catch, K-A-T-C-H, no, K-A-T-C-H, good though, but everything else is right. So instead of a C on catch, it's a K. But that is it, so that way you can watch my replays all the time, because on Periscope they go away after 24 hours, right? So you can't watch them after. There you go, perfect. Yay! Take a screenshot if you want to save that, guys. The playback just aren't the same, I know. I have to figure out this notification thing. Yeah, I'm not sure what's going on. Hey, Kimberly. I'm not sure what's going on with that, hun. And why you're not getting notifications. Hola. Kimberly's famous. She's got a video on our corporate training. Whoop, whoop. Did you get my message? I am? I am? Where did you get the message from? Who is it? One of your new recruits? My video is under yours? Well, there. On the sample making? How fun is that? Kimberly, we rock. Yay, fist pump. Fist pump, I know, it's insane. That's so cool, I love that. But you know what I love even more is that our home office is utilizing the skills that are out on the field rather than constantly hiring out to get that information, right? Because we've got some pretty talented people in our organization, you know, on the consultant side, and I just really am grateful that they utilize us the way that they do. It's empowering, you know, to be asked to do different things. It's very empowering, and it's good juices. Love it. So good for you, Kimberly. I'm super proud of you anyway. You totally rock. She's got some really good periscopes too, guys, if you want to watch a beautiful baby. She scopes with her daughter very often. So if you want to follow Kimberly, you should do that. Yay! See no evil, hear no evil, speak no evil. Yay! Kimberly, you got purple hearts today. How cool is that? I think you do. Oh, Kimberly, that's so sweet. Thank you. Janie's in the house. Hey, everybody. So we're just kind of just chit-chatting right now while I'm sweating my arse off. Because I already did all of my... Hey! I already did all of my talking at the beginning of the scope in regards to training our brains. And what some people think is hooey-pooey. So you're going to need to make sure that you go and watch the replay because I explain all of that. And how I used to think it was hooey-pooey until I found out that it was all scientific-based, research documented. Def not hooey-pooey, I know. You know what, though, Kimberly? Most of the people that I've sponsored, like yourself, are on the same page because most of you, if I met you on YouTube, came to me on that premise that we already knew Train Your Brain was a big piece of my success, right? And that's what's happening to you. A lot of people are following you now. Yay. Sigh. What's that mean? Is that a typo? S-I. Si. Yes. Si, senora. I got it now. Are we on my mile? Did I get a mile? Woo-hoo! I'm actually going faster than I normally go, so I should hit a mile much quicker. Yep, I'm about 0.07 away from being a mile. And I've done 25 minutes, so I usually do a mile in... I'm sorry, I was reading a message. A mile in 30 minutes. So I've cut it down by almost 4 minutes. Woo woo! And I also noticed that on my bike, if I do 5 minutes, it just doesn't do much of anything. But if I do 10 and push myself, it hurts my tummy, which means that it's working some stomach muscles, which is pretty cool. Kind of like that. Oh, all right, you guys. I'm going to crank it up for the last mile, or the last 0.05 miles, and I will see you tomorrow. I might do a scope later. I'm doing a Facebook party tonight for somebody, so we'll see how my time goes. I love you guys. Bye. Bye.